Join us in this episode as we set off from the Faroe Islands and sail 640 nautical miles across the Arctic Circle.
Hope we get in all right.
To the coast of Northern Norway. I'm Jasmine, and these are my parents, Guy and Joe. And this is our home, Free Spirit. Come join us on our adventures. It was the 7th of June, and we readied Free Spirit for departure. Nervous and excited, we cast off from our port in the Faroe Islands. We would not touch land again until we reached the town of Bodø in Northern Norway, 640 nautical miles away. We hoisted the mainsail. And headed out. We drank in our last views of these awesome islands. We needed to time it right to utilise the strong tidal streams that run around the Faroes. As the islands grew slowly smaller, we spotted a dark fin as it broke the surface. A pod of orca were feeding in the distance. Orca had accompanied us on our journey to the Faroes, and now they appeared again as we left. A lovely sight to see. Behind us we watched as the Faroes slowly disappeared into the mist. We settled into our allotted watch rota. There was very little wind, so we motor sailed, heading out into the vast ocean. Even during our night watches, there was still enough light to see, as the sun barely dropped below the horizon. On our second day, we were greeted by calm seas and the sweet kiss of sunshine on our faces. The winds were still light, so we continued motor sailing. were now totally alone in the vast ocean, surrounded by an endless horizon and rippling water. The third day brought with it enough wind for us to properly start sailing. It was a welcome change from the droning of the engine. We set up Captain Jack, our wind vane steering, who began to steer Free Spirit using wind power alone.
Captain Jack.
You gotta get footage of Captain Jack in action.
An ocean swell began to roll through. With conditions forecast to pick up, we decided to put a reef in the main and shorten the head sail. The next day brought with it grey skies and fluctuating winds. The wind began to move to the stern, finally giving us following winds. However, with conditions predicted to worsen, we decided to fully reef the main, and mainly use our easily reefed Yankee headsail to drive us forward. With the boat well set up and Captain Jack at the helm, we went down below to relax and watch a film. But the wind and swell continued to increase, and soon we were speeding along at 7 to 8 knots, with much reduced headsail. The swell continued to build, and we were worried that we were heading off course, no longer able to head up as high as we would like.
Just crossed the Arctic Circle. Woo!
Yeah,
Wow.
not feeling like celebrating at the moment. Just feeling like
Sleeping.
I hope we get in all right. Oh my God.
Suddenly, the wind vane steering rudder disconnected itself and the boat spun around. With the swell now getting frighteningly large and in near gale conditions, we decided to sail Free Spirit as tight to the wind as possible. We tied the helm all the way to windward with a bungee and rope, and sat the boat at roughly 60 degrees to the wind and swell. The boat was now safe and very slowly moving to windward on the mainsail alone, a storm tactic known as fore-reaching.
Between 50 and 60 degrees, we're seeing.
The wind now gusted at gale force and the swell continued to build. Unfortunately, my camera couldn't capture the true wildness of the conditions. We were just a tiny dot amongst a vast ocean of towering waves. As we zoomed in on the charts, we realised we were very close to a shipping channel.
We are currently close to the shipping channel and unable to move away from it. Please be aware of our location on AIS and take necessary action to avoid us.
The boat rocked back and forth on the waves, making it very difficult to get any rest. After 12 hours of being tossed about, the winds finally began to abate. The swell was still large, but we started the engine and continued our journey. In bright sunshine with a large following sea, we motored towards the Norwegian coast. After a while, a sea mist closed in around us. With the wind increasing, we decided to forereach again, so as to not arrive in thick fog and strong winds. As the sky cleared, we set off again. Finally, at around 12:30 a.m., on our 6th day at sea, we sighted the faint smudge of land on the horizon.
Fantastic.
Although not forecast, the winds continued to increase and we sailed towards the coast in winds gusting up to 30 knots. More and more mountains emerged out of the clouds. It felt surreal to finally be here. Our hearts were filled with nervous excitement as we gazed upon this mystical landscape. It felt cold and foreboding, an intimidating first taste of this Norse landscape, largely unchanged since the Viking times. Slowly we neared the town of Bodø and our destination. We spent a while searching for a suitable space with functioning electricity and water. Although the water looks calm, the wind was still blowing off the pontoon at over 20 knots. Finally, at 7 a.m, Free Spirit was tied up and our journey was at an end. We had travelled for 6 days and 640 nautical miles across the Arctic Circle, our longest and toughest crossing yet. We had finally arrived in Arctic Norway.
Cheers.
Squall. We've done it. Well done. We all faced a lot of challenges.
Well
We
done.
all had to kind of...
Free Spirit, well done.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it feels so strange. A lot of challenges, but we did it. Well done, Skip.
That's good. Mwah. We're in Norway.
Squall.
Please like and subscribe. A huge thank you to all my Patreons for helping to support the production of these videos. If you'd like to help as well, then click the link in the description and visit my Patreon account. Join us next time as we begin to explore the Norwegian coast in the land of the midnight sun.
Facebook. So I've had my pants on back to front for 2.5 days. Checking in, everything's okay, but I can't take it any longer. Jazz, film it go past.
I can't. It's so...
You just come out and clip on.